Hi YouTube, this is Sarah coming at you from Losing It For Me 42. I wanted to welcome all my new subscribers and I'm very happy that you can join me. I wanted to give a very quick recap of the week. Not too much has happened. For the most part, both me and my boyfriend got really sick with head colds on like Monday, and we've been pretty much out of it all week. I was able to go to the gym Monday, which kudos to me. I went to the gym when I was starting to feel sick, and I did push through it, and that was a very big deal for me, that I was like, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. And it went well. I had a nice workout, but unfortunately, by the time Tuesday hit, that's when the giant ball of bleh happened. So, too much glare. Yeah, it was a terrible week. I ate so poorly. Just terrible. I had lots and lots and lots of carbs. I didn't have too many sweets. I'm not that huge of a sweets person. I did have a little bit, and it was just one of those things where, like, you know, you come off of it, you're like, well, I've already had some carbs, so why don't I just add some more carbs to that? And for me, it is the hardest thing for just completely. It is my kryptonite to get sick. When I get sick, I have no self-control, which is it's so strange because normally I don't have a lot of like control issues when it comes to like food, and I'm like, no, if I can't have carbs, you know, maybe I'll have a little bit, you know, maybe I'll have like mashed potatoes with dinner some night. Like, that's the big, oh God, I've had carbs. But like, I'm talking this week, flat out pizza and bread and crackers and, you know, chicken noodle soups and, you know, things with lots and lots of carbs. And at one point, I got up and got on the scale and it went up 6 pounds. And I was like, oh, what did I do? And excuse the dog. It's like click-clacking throughout the house. Yeah, so I got on the scale and it was up 6 pounds, and it was so depressing because it takes me almost a full month to lose like around 10 pounds. So gaining 6 is pretty much setting me back like a month. Excuse me. And I was so upset by that. And even that was not enough to get me like in the right. It was starting to get better, in the better headspace, but even that wasn't enough to get me like to not eat bad carbs. And thankfully, knock on wood, I got on the scale this morning and I had dipped down. Thankfully. So my starting weight was 389, which was from last April when I weighed in with my surgeon. And that is my highest weight. My current weight, as of this morning, was 332.4. Yay. And I kind of expected a loss this week. I have a cycle in my weight loss that is linked to my cycle, where the week before my period and the week during my period, I have the largest weight loss, which I know is weird because everyone goes like, don't you like, you know, bloat right before your period? And those tend to be my biggest weight loss throughout the month. Sometimes I can get into the week after, as well. But that tends to be much a more a fluctuation point for me. So for about 2 weeks, I don't lose pretty much anything. I'll lose like, maybe 0.2 pounds. Or, I'll fluctuate a great deal. I'll go up, a couple pounds, and I'll go down a couple pounds, and it'll kind of stay around the same area. So being the week before my period, I was like, yay, all the work I've been doing for the month is about to pay off. And then I ate carbs. And I mean, thankfully it didn't impact me in a horribly negative way, but it did, because I could have lost a lot more. I know part of this is me accepting, like, there's only so much you can do. When I don't exercise, I gain weight. It's no matter how well I eat. If I don't exercise, I gain weight. So, being a whole week in which I didn't go walking, and I didn't really go to the gym, and, I knew that just that alone was going to be enough. But getting sick is my kryptonite. I have no self-control. It's the one thing that I don't know why. I think it's just because I feel so crummy that, like, I just go, well, I don't care because I'm crummy. And I know that I can't do that. I work so hard, going like, yeah, in those 2 weeks, I'm going to lose like 10 pounds in that week. And then it comes and, so far I've lost 0.6 pounds. And I'm kind of curious, like, do other people have this kind of kryptonite? Do they have like something, whether it's, time of the month, or it's something stress or work or family? Like, do you guys have kryptonites that just totally, you can't help yourself? It's just something that, totally derails you really, really easily. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious if other people have this and what they've done to kind of overcome them, because this is definitely something I need to overcome. Like, I know I don't get sick often. I do get sick. I have asthma, so like when I get sick, I tend to get like really sick in my lungs. Like, it tends to live there. So I get sick for a lot longer and at least in the way that I've seen it, I get a lot worse than most people. So I'm curious, like, what have you guys done? Like, what is your kryptonite, and how have you worked to either try to overcome it or overcome it? Leave it below, let me know. So I am 12 days to surgery. Today is Friday. What is the date? The 14th. So today's Friday the 14th, and my surgery is on the 26th. I am 12 days to surgery. I am petrified. I've been going back and watching a lot of people's like beginning videos, and I will say, I know I'm not alone. I know that most people were like, so that makes me feel better. Like, most people also have come, after you get through the initial like healing, that they said this is the best decision they've ever made. I cling on to those and go, okay, this is gonna be good for me. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck hard. I am very nervous about I deal with pain pretty well, so it's not the pain that I'm most nervous about. It's the learning how to eat again. My doctor doesn't do a 2-week pre-op diet. They make you lose a certain percentage of your body weight before surgery. So when you go in, there is no, like, there's no time with a liquid pre-op diet like most people do. We do liquid the day before, like 24 hours of liquid. And then after surgery, it is a week of just water. I think it's 5 to 7 days, excuse me. Sorry. It's 5 to 7 days of clear liquids, and that does not include protein shakes. That scares me. I think that scares me probably more than anything else. Like the protein shakes and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. He just really wants you to focus on getting water in and to not, like, that's your biggest, you know, your biggest goal is just to get your water in. And then afterwards, it's full liquids and then purees and then food. But yeah, so for the most part, it's 5 days of just clear liquids, no protein shakes. I think, honestly, from what most people say, like, they're working so hard to get their liquids in that, you know, it shouldn't be that much of an issue, and that you're not really going to be hungry. In fact, you're not going to really want to put anything in your belly. But 5 days of not eating food sounds very intimidating. Not that I don't think I'd have a huge issue doing a pure liquid diet, but clear liquids, only water for 5 days, that sounds hard. And it also sounds like I'm gonna be, like, I know I'm gonna be weak, but it makes me feel like I'm gonna be, like, really weak. So I see my surgeon Monday. Today's Friday. I see my surgeon Monday for my last pre-op visit to go through everything. And then 1 more week of work. And then I'm off for 2 weeks. And yeah. Very nervous, but excited, nervous. I know it's a big deal. I know it's going to change a lot of the stuff, but excuse me. It's going to be interesting. So thank you again to everyone who has subscribed, and I really appreciate it. And if you like this, please subscribe. Thanks.